This is a really awesome performance. Watch this. What? That is absolutely sick. Like, this could well be the greatest Widowmaker performance we have ever seen at Overwatch League level. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the channel. So what we're going to do in this video is take a look at the Houston Outlaws versus the Dallas Fuel with a focus on Decay. Because let me just give you some statistics that happen in this game. Firstly, this is the fastest ever attack record for a team on Rialto when we see the Dallas attack phase. Not obviously this, because this is the Houston phase. It is the start of the game. They have over 5 minutes left in the time bank after their attack phase. It is frankly insane. Also, Decay, we've just seen get the first kill of this game for himself, killing Raucus, has 42% crit accuracy. Now, let me just put that into perspective. That means 42% of his shots on Widowmaker land in the crit area on enemy players. So that's basically in the head for almost everybody in the cast. He is clicking heads. This is insane. Now, to put this into a bit more perspective, if somebody's got over 30% crit accuracy, you're probably going to believe they're a cheater because that is actually insane. So to have 42% in one game is frankly well, it's just ludicrous. I can't even talk. It is that ludicrous. Now, it's got to be said in this game as well. It's not just the Decay show. It isn't Decay going around clicking on the heads of the enemy team and everyone's getting destroyed. I want to give a shout out to Danteh because he plays pretty well here. So let's jump into the gameplay now. So Danteh is on the side here and he's getting ready for a cheeky little pulse bomb, but he's about to be pressured by Decay. And watch what Danteh does. He knows what Decay is like. The pros know that Decay is absolutely cracked on Widowmaker. Look at this. He goes in. He's like, oh, yeah, no, I best get out. And look what happens. He actually gets body shot by the Widowmaker. If that was a headshot, he'd be dead. I mean, that is just ridiculous. Like, Decay is an insane player. Seems extremely calm under pressure. But not only that, he takes some incredible angles on this map. So we're about to see him start settling in here. Now, remember, this is taken from the Overwatch League broadcast. You guys can probably very faintly hear the commentators in the background, ZP and Jake. The reason why I leave the audio in is so we can hear like the actual in-game sounds kind of slightly. This is because the replay is not available in the replay viewer. That obviously takes a few days, and I think it will be Wednesday. And I wanted to get onto this now because this is a really awesome performance. Watch this. What? That is absolutely sick. Like, the gap he just fired through is sick. Now, all right, it was a good shot. It really was a good shot. He was in a great position. He was waiting for it. The Orisa barrier was down. But what did Repel do? Repel jumped up in the air, and then he falls out of the sky with the boost from Batiste. It's telegraphed. You know where he's going, so you follow the trajectory, shot him in the head. So it is an insane shot, don't get me wrong, but it's a shot you probably expect Decay to make. Now, this is what impressed me the most. This angle is absolutely ridiculous. Look where he is. He's untouchable. The enemy team can't actually get to him. The rest of his team is set up in a great position, spamming the bridge, and he's towards the side there. If anyone pops out, he's going to take a shot, he's going to land, he's going to smash them in the head, he's going to do tons of damage. I mean, look at this. It is absolutely sick. As I said, if this was using the replay view, we'd just be sitting on Decay the whole game just to see what he does. But look at this position. It is so good. The amount of damage he's pumping out. Yeah, he's missing a few shots, but the damage he's pumping out, the sheer presence on the map of the Widowmaker is what makes him so good at this hero. Now, we've got to remember as well, this is Rialto, and second point Rialto is extremely good for Widowmaker, and so is first point. Only really the final point can be a bit of a problem for Widow, but Widow has great line of sight on this map. Very long line of sight as well. Widow can dominate it. So you've got things like Widow's presence in a good position dissuades the enemy team from pushing, and that's very strong. You've also got a Widow that is landing a lot of hits, which is very strong. But look at this here, Danteh. What we're going to start seeing now is Danteh heavily pressuring Decay. Takes him out there. Heavily pressuring him as well. And I think this is really good play as well of Danteh. And it's great by the Houston Outlaws because obviously they've identified that, oh God, Decay is the problem here. He's dictating the flow of the game. It's not that he's killing all of our team. Yeah, sure. He's landing a lot of shots. He's doing a lot of damage. But it's just his sheer presence that they need to sort out. And they actually do. Danteh goes in with the Echo. Echo is a fantastic dive DPS hero. Gets into Widow's face. And we all know it's super difficult for Widow to deal with anything which jumps on top of it. Same like a... that sounds wrong. But like a Pharah. Pharah comes out of the sky. You don't expect it, right? It can do a lot of damage. Same for Soldier 76. Watch this, right? This is like huge brain. Huge brain off Danteh. He's like, no, I'm just going to shut you down. Because I know, Decay, you are the one which you're winning. Your presence is winning this fight. You don't even have to be landing the shots. You are winning these fights so I'm going to shut you down. And they did. That is just really good counterplay, and I love to see that kind of thing. So yeah, like I said, it has been a good performance up until now from Decay. We are seeing good counterplay by Danteh, and I think that really needs to be highlighted because it is real good play. Nice rock there as well on your head, sun, as we would say in the UK. So you'll notice now Linksa has gone to the Widow. Now Decay again taking up an advanced position because he knows this is a really good position to be in. He's pretty much untouchable unless he gets taken out by Linksa, because now it's a Widow versus Widow. He does have his Infrasight available. So what you tend to see with Infrasight is Widows will use it to counter each other. You don't generally need the Infrasight on this map, I wouldn't say, especially at these points. He's pretty safe not to be using it. But if Linksa uses his, he's going to use his to counter it out, and that's kind of what you see the pros doing with it. But look at this. Again, fantastic play. Like, that is so good from Danteh. I can't explain to you guys how good that is. Because this means now we win. I mean, Danteh's popping off and just getting kills. But this means if you're Houston, you win, right? You push forward. The threat's gone. We're going to cap the point. It is very good play. So, like I said, while this video is focused on Decay, we really had to highlight just what Danteh was doing in this game because it was so damn good. All right, then. So the game pushed now towards the final point. Decay's going to remain on the Widowmaker. He does have Infrasight available. You'll notice that Linksa has used his Infrasight. Decay hasn't opted to use his. Now, the reason for this is they're actually kind of safe here, Dallas are. They don't really need to use it. Like, they know where the shots are going to be coming from, so he doesn't really have to counter it. And I think that's actually a really good play. So Danteh, again, is waiting on the side, waiting for Decay. I don't know how Decay survives this. I really don't know. That would have been the hat trick, or the... I think in the US you say three-peat. That always gets me... The three repeat. It always gets me. It's if you win 3 championships, right? Hat trick. You just do things 3 times. I suppose that's equally as confusing. Anyway, Danteh almost slapped Decay again with the sticky bomb waiting in the corner kind of combo. Somehow he survived. I don't really know. Linksa kills Decay. So up until this moment, you've only level Sty. You've hyped this guy up Decay like he's some sort of god gamer, like he's some sort of absolute beast who's got like insane crit rate. Well, we're not really seeing it. What's going on? Houston are about to push this in, right? Right? Surely? Well, Decay's got Infrasight up here. It's going to give him a little bit of an advantage, but like this is such an enclosed area to fight in. The Widow, you know, you wouldn't typically see the Widow as the play here. I mean, a lot of kills are coming through, again, for Dallas and for Houston, I should say. So it's not looking too great. Probably, you could say, well, Decay, you probably should have just went for Doomfist or something and just dived in. We actually do get a Doomfist there from Doha. Instead of just sitting on the Widow, maybe it wasn't as effective. Okay, so that's the attack phase from Houston. They managed to push it all the way in. Good stuff. So this is where we're about to see some ridiculous play. So firstly, this is always the way you go on Widow out of the spawn of Rialto, first point, because you've got the best sight lines. Watch this, because this is what happens when you do that. Great shot from Decay, but terrible play from Linksa, because Linksa has just jumped. He's jumped. If you jump, your trajectory is set. It's easy to track and it's easy to land the headshot. He gets the kill. Now, what does this mean? It means he can just walk into your back line. So he destroys Danteh from behind. He doesn't expect it. Great play from Decay, but bad play from Linksa to allow him to kill him straight away. So yeah, it's good play from Decay, right? I'm kind of feeling like I'm in this video. I'm like, yeah, it's good from Decay, but it's not blowing me away. It's not the best Widow performance I've ever seen. No, it is. It really is a good Widow performance. But it's just clinical. It's like, I'm going to do this, now you're dead. Now I'm going to be in the back line, or now I've got a great angle towards where you don't expect me to be. Yeah, now you're dead. Look at this. The payload hasn't stopped. It's just moved straight forward. Well, okay, it's stopped now. Now I said it. But it's moved straight forward. They're going to cap the point. And this is the attack phase where they have, well, they break the world record because they do it the fastest that anyone has ever done this phase. And it's just ridiculous. So Rappel gets wiped out. Linksa jumps off the map because they need to regroup because you don't obviously want to be split here. So what Decay will be doing now, if we were on board with him, you'll see him back to move towards the payload, is he's going to get ready to move into a good position, getting ready for the enemy team to push, getting ready to give him dominance over the enemy Widow because this is the threat now. They've got a Widowmaker, so you have to respect the Widow. They've also got an Echo, which can do a lot of work on us as well. You can see Doha was trying a bit of a cheeky thing where he sets up. It did work, though, because Closer gave him some good support, gave him some close support, I guess you could say, and they managed to get the kill there. So now they're 1-up, so you should expect them to take this fight. Nice flux coming in there from the Sigma. But, okay, so we're on board with Decay now. Again, he's taking up this nice position again. He's going to have to land some pretty good shots from that angle. It's not the best angle, but it's good because, again, it's pressure from a different flank that they necessarily won't expect. So, yeah. Okay, you see a kill coming through for Decay there on Danteh. But the rest of Dallas are playing really well. So they're rolling forward. And this is what makes the Widow super strong. The Widow has got a great team with it, and the Widow is popping off. And this is like a frightening combo. Like, how do you stop this? Look how fast they've got here. You know, this is super quick. This is insanely fast. Insanely fast. And Decay is going to be able to just sit in front of the choke here, fire away, do whatever he likes. You know, it's beautiful. There's no pressure on him. And that's the problem. You don't put pressure on a Widow. A Widow goes around and just starts farming. See, again, another nice headshot, another kill there on Raucous. There's not much pressure on him. He can just sit here and do what he likes. He doesn't need infrasight because, well, it doesn't matter because we know where they are. Maybe he'll pop it in a second. There we go. It's all cool. Like, it all feels very, very chilled, very just... It's very systematic. It's very like, okay, I'm going to set up in this position. I'm going to take these players out. Because they're not really offering much resistance here. Houston are just getting steamrolled. Like, what is happening here is every player on Dallas is annihilating their opposite number on the Houston Outlaws. And this just means that, yes, you are seeing the Widow pop off, but it is just a crushing performance. And we are seeing some very nice shots as well from Decay. All right, so let's move forward to the attack phase now for Houston. So... nice shot from Linkser. Really nice shot from Linkser there. Doha, maybe you should have expected him to do that. Who knows? But, like, it was a really nice shot. So Decay, again, taking up, like, a pretty advanced position there, trying to get ready for any kind of flanks coming around. Nice little Widow miney drop down there. But they're waiting for Houston to push here. Now, the great thing for Dallas's play is they've backed off. They've given a load of space over to Houston, but that's fine, right? Because they need to get their team member back who just died. And look what's happened. They managed to take out Danteh. So not particularly great play by Danteh there, especially with only 25 seconds left, but he will be able to get back into the fight. So Decay is set up in the traditional Widow spot on Rialto first point. He's just offering some extra damage, offering some, you know, sightline protection, I guess you could call it. He's firing away. There's nothing is actually countering him. Nothing is putting pressure on him. Apart from the Widow and apart from Danteh, who's trying to find him. Because this is what Danteh is doing. Trying to sneak round the side, put pressure onto Decay. So let's see if he actually managed to do that. Well, he's been forced to jump down onto the payload because of the timing. Decay, though, we often talk about this with Widowmakers. It's about rotation. Great rotation from his high ground position because Danteh was looking for him to a low ground position. That gives him a great line of sight and he manages to get a kill. He's done his job, right? And the rest of Dallas just walk forward and just take control. So this is a really, really, really good play. So what we are seeing is some elements of Houston countering what Decay is doing with the Widow. Sometimes they don't. And then also, Decay just playing really well to reposition himself to get maximum value from the Widowmaker. And that's what I love about watching the highest level players. And it's what I really love when we see games like this. And this is the reason why I wanted to cover it, where world records are being set. We're seeing an insane crit percentage from a Widow. I don't think that's a world record. It might be. I'm not sure. But the speed of the attack was absolutely world record. So, Hydration gets a kill on Note. Closer gets taken down. Yeah, Decay gets a good kill there. Decay's actually dropped onto the Sombra now. No, sorry, Doha's on the Sombra, gets a good kill there. Decay getting double kills still on the Widow because why not? But here, it doesn't really matter that they lost Note to begin with because they're right by the spawn. They've got 5 minutes. It just doesn't matter, right? Things like that happen. You will get hit with the halt from Orisa. You will get booted off the bridge, whatever, especially if you're a tank, right? You're going to have to put yourself in that position to take that anyway. But look at the movement. What the hell are Houston doing here? They gave way too much space there. Absolutely way too much space. They let them push the payload all the way around the corner when they could have contested it, but they didn't. Hydration, though, gets a bunch of kills. Note starts getting some kills as well. And they're kind of starting to stabilize here. Linkser gets a nice kill. So now, this should be pretty good for Houston, right? Because they've pushed away this attack. They can set up in a good position. They've got control of the payload here, right? They're going to have to walk around the corner, Dallas, to get onto this. So it's going to rely on Doha. It's going to rely on Decay having control of the angles and Doha being in the back line causing problems to push away Houston to allow the tanks of Dallas to get in and take a good position. So this position here from Decay is just crazy. He gets the kill on his opposite number, but the fact he was allowed to get up there without anybody pushing him away is also crazy as well, but he takes maximum advantage of it. And that's the tale of this game, right? Decay takes advantage of all the opportunities he was given. And the pros know Decay is one of, if not the best Widow players there is. So why would you give this guy space? And they do. And he just punishes them. However, there were points throughout this map where Houston didn't give him space and they were winning fights. It's crazy. Anyway, talking about crazy stuff, look at this. These are the stats. That is insane. 42% crit accuracy is insane. 12 kills, final blows for 10 minutes is also absolutely insane. these are just some crazy stats, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. We've probably witnessed one of the best Widowmaker performances there ever has been. And, yeah, you probably should report this player for hacking if he was in your game. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Toodaloo.